Pac-Man, Condon.
Ohio, the penultimate game of the regular season, and it promises to be thrilling. Two rivals lineups. You have the length and size of Michigan with players like Olsen, Swords in the backcourt, especially. But Ohio State, one of leading into March. Opening tip won by the Michigan Wolverines. And Michigan promptly getting back in transition. This is one of the top fast break scoring teams in the nation. Look at that inside. Lemila can't finish, but that was a dart trying to body her up inside. 10 seconds to shoot for the Wolverines. Sweeping through the lane, Silas Swords with 7 points, 3 of 11 shooting. And their 62-44 loss to Iowa, and Ohio State operating well in the half court.
It's just they force you to take 9 to 10 seconds off the shot clock. Now Michigan, not with a ton of time to operate on this possession.
Inside, Olivia Olsen, she might be bound corralled by Lemila. Turning on the Jets, Kennedy Cambridge tries the Euro. She's held up, but will stay Ohio State basketball.
Michigan needs.
That was Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Here is Kennedy Cambridge with the steal. A 2-on-1. Gray slices her way. Count it! Foul on Brooke Quarles-Daniels, who Coach Kim Barnes-Rico says owns our defensive mentality, the motor of this team. Silas now Watson running the offense, going backdoor. Chance Gray, a ridiculous finish in the paint.
I think
Caught up three-point shooter, expanded her game this season. Ball whipped inside to Lemila. Tough take, and the hook shot is good.
When the ball, game changer.
Amongst the leaders in the Big Ten and the nation in assists per game in Ohio State. That's going to be a traveling violation, and that is a tough. Sofakanik almost takes it away. Kennedy Cambridge will drive, kick, bring Martin 4-3. She's got it.
Sharing the ball.
Nothing run for Ohio State. They've hit 4 of their last 4.
And they've kept Michigan to 1 and done on this run.
Olsen takes a hard spill. She's distracted too. However, Kennedy Cambridge exiting the game with her second personal foul. So Brooke Quarles, Big Ten, not in the game.
Big advantage for both teams to have pesky on-ball defenders.
And pace as well. They could use it.
When it forces other teams to play fast, and already Michigan's had a couple of turnovers just by getting a little too out of control because Ohio.
Still good there by Jelani Cambridge. Gets it right back. Martin looking for another triple, and she's got it.
Martin knew that was going in the moment she let it.
Have not gotten into their offense. Swords leaves it for Kendall Dudley. She is walled up inside. Alyssa Crockett early minutes. Michigan hitting the glass hard. Here is Mila Holloway tripped up, and she's fouled. And Coach McGuff frustrated with that whistle.
Defending the ball, so everybody needs to be aware and adjust as accordingly.
Just how she drew it up, Jelani Cambridge working the glasses. Kylie Kitts coming off that shoulder injury. Missed 5 games. It's now her 5th game off the bench in her return. Now finding that confidence and rhythm again that she started the year with.
Well, and it's tough when it's your shooting shoulder, especially, but right there, 27 seconds in that possession. Then Cambridge was able to round the corner, get into the paint, and make something shake.
Getting to step. Look at that speed by Kendall.
She's been really good down low in the paint, finishing with a really nice touch around the basket this year.
Bryn Martin looking for 3. Perfect from distance is the.
It's forcing Michigan to play a little too fast.
Kendall Dudley tries to weave her way inside, uses every bit of that pivot.
Fantastic patience by Dudley.
Jelani Cambridge trying to shed the 6'3". Delphos leaves it for Kylie Kitts, and another 3-point play coming up. Mila Holloway, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, and now Tayala Delphos. This is significant for the Wolves. Olsen able to find Kendall Dudley. She'll speed up and attack for 2 for much of this first quarter. Kennedy Cambridge, 2 early fouls. Another 3 drop. Chance Gray getting in on the party.
And make sure all your passes are crisp to your teammate.
3 Michigan starters with 2 personals, Delphos, Holloway, and Quarles-Daniels. Here's Ashley Sofakanik. That's the kind of the Olsen. Tries to force the issue inside, bounces off the back of the iron, and she flips it up and in for 2.
Olivia Olsen can create her own shot, which is at her too fast.
Defense looking good in the half court as well. Sofakanik, the step through against Lemila, who leads the Big Ten in blocks, and she's whistled for a foul.
Getting her the ball.
Megan, it's so common to see opponents against Ohio State.
Ohio State plays sometimes. I'm getting sped up too, but that's their superpower, and it's the reason why they can stay in so many. Played all 5 positions so far in this game on the floor.
Big Ten Player of the Year candidate trying to bury another one in Jelani Cambridge. The turnaround, no good that time. Had started 3 for 3 from distance. And an offensive foul there is going to go on Watson, with Macy Brown stepping in with some important minutes on Ava Watson. 2-on-1 opportunity again. Del Foss soars for 2.
That's how you're talking to her, getting to the mindset of a great defender, watching their hips, and she knows whenever they open their hips, she's able to sneak in and get a steal.
Olivia Olson doing work on the Michigan working through this full court press. Olson, lots of breathing room, and she cans it.
And Michigan passed it up the
team's 27 points. That's nearly 50% carrying the load for the Wolverines in the first half, as Kennedy Cambridge just soars to no good from distance. An offensive rebound keeps it here. Michigan getting its engines revving. Another triple. The inbounder sorts. Here is Brown with a great look for 3. Cambridge trying to beat out the Wolverines, but Olson right there.
A teammate.
A 12-2 run. Last time Michigan led, it was 6-5 as Kennedy Cambridge is a foul trouble to multiple starters as well. Lob
Great
inside
pass
to Olson, and she takes care of it. Kennedy Cambridge, and again Olson there trying to jump on that loose ball, thrown up and banked in. All you can do is shrug on that. And now 5 to shoot. Swords will loft it, and Olson will put it back.
I feel like I've got quarter because Ohio State made this a track meet in the first quarter and got a huge lead as a result.
Olivia Olson, the
So
long-range 2, she's been unstoppable. Sofakanik, something to keep in mind. 1:28 to go in the first half here in Columbus. Olson has been unstoppable in this second. Slip on the screen. Chance Gray gives it right back to Kitts. 4 seconds to go. Gray's got to do something with it. She throws it up. Getting downhill is Dudley. Extra pass. Swords for 3. Yes!
If Silas Swords has any time to get her shots up, it is going in.
Will now take off. Tiana Todd gives it up. Jelani Cambridge, she rattles.
To me, that's a play on, but they're calling this tight. They have, especially in the guard position, you got to adjust.
Easy lob inside. Olivia Olson, she's got 8 of her last 9 games.
Olivia Olson never gets sped up. She's so steady throughout the course of this game. Great pass.
Another lob inside from the big to Jelani Cambridge. Under 10 to shoot for the Wolverines. Swords in trouble, is patient, and skying for that rebound is Swords for the putback.
Fantastic job.
Leading through the front court. Drops it off for Olson.
Great
Eyes
pass.
in the side of her head, finds Sofakanik, and she'll be shooting 2.
Olivia now on the floor for Michigan.
Olson talking to head coach Kim Barnes-Arico about her today because her demeanor never... Sunday Night Basketball is on NBC and Peacock every week. Lob inside to Olson. She made her living in the paint in the first half, and the whistles having an effect on this one. Lob inside to Lemila, can't convert at close range, and then a whistle. 4 points, starting 5 on this squad. As Lemila, no good on her. And goes 1 for 2.
Two-hand push right in front of the official. You got to be more disciplined, and that's the thing. Every single player right now on the floor has to approach the defensive assignment with discipline.
Holloway will bank it in. And beating everyone for the rebound, Jelani Cambridge pushing the pace for the Buckeyes. Put your seatbelt on. Olson just loses the basketball. Off to the races for Ohio State. Martin picks up her dribble. The Ohio native had 3 firsts. Kitt's good on the first, and it's something we've been talked earlier on.
And it's hard to get into a rhythm as a team when you're constantly having stoppages in play. So both teams need to make sure they're focused.
Boards today, 5 of 12 shooting overall. Jelani Cambridge going right at Del Foss, leaving it for Kitts. That hookup has been... Del Foss tripped up along the baseline, jumping on it. Jelani Cambridge again beating everyone down for 2.
This pace is...
Always silences this crowd with a... Bryn Martin, great rhythm 3, not that time.
Every time she shoots, I feel like it's going in. That is one of the most pure shots I've seen.
So for Cannon,
her feet trying to close that gap in the angle. Cambridge is so good at attacking when someone comes to high hedge because she's so quick.
Personal fouls. Cambridge, good on the second. 5:51. Penultimate game of the regular season for both of these teams. Silas Swords splashes it, takes off, coughs it up. Corals Daniels now leading the fast break. Del Foss climbs the ladder to lay it in. It's been a big response by the Wolverines, who trailed by 14 points after the first 10 minutes. Undeterred. Also undeterred on that drive. Chance. Michigan a 7-point advantage in this third frame. Del Foss, forgotten about, lays it up and in. Today, Megan, and the next one ties the single season program record that was set in 84-85. Drop.
When Ohio State runs that pick and roll right at the wing, they're scoring right at the rim.
Del Foss draining it from distance.
Del Foss has been the...
Jelani Cambridge.
That's a good job by Dudley getting to that side.
Tries to shed her defenders. Throws it to Watson, who cans it from 3. Boards nearly wrapped up by Jelani Cambridge. Del Foss will force it inside, getting her own rebound. Swords, good from 3. Trying to keep it in bounds, but Watson comes up with it.
Michigan needed to slow down the pace on that possession.
Lamila rewarded for sprinting the floor. Jelani Cambridge slicing through the defense to the cup.
She's got such great...
Michigan struggling offensively here in the fourth. Corals Daniels cannot connect. Their scoring drought. Jelani Cambridge steps on the gas.
Oh, come on. What
extra pass. Kennedy Cambridge. Beautifully done by the Buckeyes. Swords over. Lamila is good in the paint.
And she...
10 seconds to shoot for the Buckeyes. Turning the corner is Gray. Plowing her way to the rim and 1. Kennedy Cambridge is going to reset. She takes off, and a whistle is going to go on Michigan. 1 for 2 for Cambridge. It's never shying away from a big moment. Jelani Cambridge, the pull-up jade shot off, it just caroms off. Lamila securing the rebound, 2-on-1 for the Buckeyes, and they convert.
Fantastic.
1 minute on the clock. Olsen gets the angle, but it's cut off by Kennedy Cambridge. And Olsen leads the Big Ten in free throw attempts. Calmly knocks on 50% shooting, 8 rebounds as well. 2 for 2. Olsen ferociously calling for it, faces up, attacks Cambridge, she's stripped. It's staying here, 2.3. 2 starters who have fouled out of this game and trying to win on the road. Here is Swords lofting and hitting. Coming up. She doesn't hit the first. Trying to miss the second one. Del Foss comes up. Corals Daniels has that tip. Jelani Cambridge will throw it up, and she is fouled. Will hit the first. It's a 2-point game. Now 2 for 2, and Ohio State within. Jelani Cambridge came to play. Native hit 3 threes back in the first quarter. Cambridge with the basketball, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and she picks up another assist. At a season-high 24 against Iowa. Couple dribble pull-up is good for Chance Gray.
Behind the line with a second left in this game to get fouled and force overtime at the free throw line.
We are watching this. She's at 20 right now. Could be a big time.
Level in the WNBA, you got to be able to finish through contact.
She's got her 8th 20-point game the last 9. Ohio State with a 5-point lead, now make it 4. Oh, here in overtime in Columbus, a top 15 rivalry clash. Here is Olsen banking in a 3. Shooting. An outstanding game for the sophomore. It's been all about them today. Here's another. Eva Watson by Watson. Leaves it off for Gray, who flies to the rim for 2.
Not this season, but in this game especially.
First free throw is good for Brown. Speaking of Gray, 9. The free throw's there by 17 on the clock in overtime. Olsen wants it in the post and said it will be Brown. Draining. Brown wants another. And she's got it! Olsen has barely sat in this game. 5 seconds to go as she attacks, and Higgins left, gets it up ahead. Gray takes a dribble. She will not get it off, or did she?
But watch Olsen just get downhill, get you a bucket. And good decision by Cambridge to not come over and try to foul or do.
Upon review, although the game clock did not start on time, the shot did not get off in the allowed time. The game is over. No basket.
Olivia Early here in Columbus. An 88-86 win for number 8 Michigan in overtime against their rival.
The Wolverines.